See, and it is good. Jake Bates throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, bunched up. Tua to throw. Has time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone, left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield. Spinning his way. Pass to 35 to 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my, making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards, 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side, caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Hello, everybody, and welcome on in. Wildcard weekend continues after 2 fantastic games yesterday. We begin with the Bills and the Jaguars first today of the 3. And this game is, at least according to ESPN Analytics, it is probably one of the most even games I have seen. It has pretty much a 50-50 split for this one, so hopefully on the field it resembles that. The Bills are looking for their first road playoff win since 1992, according to Jeff Darlington, which is a crazy stat if that would be most likely being the case, because the Bills had a long stretch of time in between playoff appearances. Actually, as I was scheduling the stream, I was thinking back to the last time the Bills and Jaguars played in the postseason. That was back in 2018 when Tyrod Taylor was the quarterback for Buffalo. That was a 10-3 Jaguars win. So the Bills looking to kind of right the ship a bit from that game all those years ago. Obviously been a better team since then, but still, who knows? This one should be pretty, and hopefully it's close, hopefully it's interesting. A lot of expectations riding on the game today after what happened yesterday. The Bears' incredible comeback, the Rams hanging on against Carolina. This should be interesting, hopefully. And again, I have the Bills jersey behind me. I'm wearing the Jaguars jersey. For this next 3 hours alone, I am a Jaguars fan. I cannot think of a better way for this Sunday to go than starting with the Bills losing and ending with the Patriots losing. So hopefully that's how things will pan out. We'll see, though. Gotta play these games first. Kickoff moments away from Jacksonville. So we shall see. I'm expecting the stadium to be rocking, same way that Soldier Field was last night. So Soldier Field last night probably was one of the best home field advantages you could find, especially in the second half of that game. Like, that was The Bears looked really impressive with another come from behind win. Now let's see if Jacksonville can match. Last time the Jaguars hosted a playoff game, it was their incredible comeback against the Chargers a few years back, which that was a great game on top of things. So we'll see if maybe this one can coincide with it. Jaguars are wearing their all teal uniforms, although the actual field itself is painted like throwbacks because they wore their throwbacks last week against Tennessee. So the field paint's going to match the throwback style. I kind of wish they wore the throwbacks, but sadly you're not allowed to in the playoffs because the NFL is dumb. Like every league has that policy and it's dumb. Oh, they're showing Cam Little pregame. He's absolutely hitting the ball. The Bills kicker today, is that Matthew Wright? I know they signed him to their practice squad over the past week or so. As there's the pool in yeah, so again, Jacksonville has a pool in their stadium. The prices to get those tickets are probably astronomical today. It's also 64 degrees there. Like, yeah, the pool still probably feels nice, but damn. All right, Sean McDermott. Bills have won the Bills in the past 5 seasons have at least won a playoff game. So this should be interesting. And there's Liam Cohen, who's up there for Coach of the Year, getting his first bit of playoff action. And this is going to be an interesting one. The Jaguars will get the ball first in this. So we'll see Trevor Lawrence in this offense first as kickoff from Duval County is underway. Going to be returned, going to begin it from the 10, based off past the 20, 25, past the 30, and down to about the 34. Solid return. They'll start from there. All right, what you got, Trevor Lawrence? And 38 touchdowns this season for Trevor Lawrence. One behind Josh Allen. They're gonna be looking for a relatively hot start in this. Lawrence under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side. Man in motion left to right, so they're going to end around this one right side, and that's a loss of 3 for Parker Washington. Matt Milano into the backfield. Definitely not how you wanted that. Definitely not how you wanted that to start. Yeah, it just gets blown up. All right, tough start. But it's that Bills run defense is going to be a good test in this one. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 13 now. More so like a 2nd and 13 and a half. Shift in the back to his left. Lawrence looking to throw for the first time today. Dump off left side, can be caught by Etienne, who gets past the 35 to the 36. All right, so a gain of roughly 5, going to set this up for a somewhat more manageable 3rd and 8. There's Travis Etienne in Jacksonville. Trevor Etienne played yesterday for Carolina. Gonna have to make sure I remember those. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. 3rd and 8, looking to throw once again. Has some time, pass left side, gonna be incomplete. As there's some shouting now going on the sideline after that. The Jaguars go 3 and out to begin this game with Jacoby Myers, the intended target. And the Jaguars will punt. Hello. Welcome on in. Oh yeah, Myers had that. Hang on. All right, so the punt comes off barely clean. The Bills nearly had a hand on that. Going to bounce inside the 20. Good roll inside the 10. And that's down at the 6. Beautiful punt for Logan Cook. Gonna pin the Bills deep here for their opening drive of the game. Absolute beaut of a punt. Yeah, for that nearly being blocked as well. better spot for some of these. All right, so out comes Josh Allen. His one loss in the wild card round was their game in Houston early on in his career. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him, ball on their own 6. Gonna hand this off up the middle for James Cook, and that's gonna be a gain of about 2 or 3. And I'm full in Jacksonville today. He's I have a lot of respect for Josh Allen, and he is I do like him more than I did Tom Brady when he was destroying the AFC East. But still, anytime the Bills can lose, I'm gonna be pulling against them. Allen under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side, ball on their own 9-yard line. Play action looking to throw, Allen with some time. Gonna pass back left side, caught by Khalil Shakir, and brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gains. A 3rd and 7 coming up. All right, Gavin Newsom. That's the former Browns corner, right? You made that tackle? Get his first name. ESPN's website being fantastic today. Yeah. We'll see. All right, Allen in shotgun, back to his right, Tennant in the backfield to his left, 3rd and 7, going to be looking to throw once again. With time, pass left side, caught by Tyrell Shavers. Breaks 1 tackle past the 20 and out of bounds at the 23. First down pickup for Buffalo. They also get some breathing room for this offense. Greg Newsom, yeah. And he does Greg Newsom in coverage there. Tyrell Shavers, just good route running. Allen under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side. Hand off right side for James Cook, going to get past the 25 to the 27. There is a penalty down at the line of scrimmage as well. So this might be coming back. Yeah, there's going to be a lot going with James Cook today. He's going to be a big factor for this Bills offense, as that's holding against Buffalo. Going to push them back 10. Again, it's like on one hand, it would be funny to see the Bills lose a 5th Super Bowl, but I don't even want to see them have a chance to win one. All right, 1st and 20 from their own 13. Allen in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 11:22 to play in the first. Allen going to be looking to throw once again. Quick pass left side for Khalil Shakir. Has space past the 20 and down to about the 25. Actually, get those yards right back from the hold and then some. Going to be a 2nd and 8 coming up. I do love the Jaguars field paint is a perfect blend of having the current logo and the throwback end zone art. Wait, Frank Gore Jr. is getting action in this game? Hell yeah. Allen in shotgun, 3 receiving options to the right, 2 to the left, 2nd and 8 from their own 25. Going to be looking to throw once again. Pass right sides, caught to the 35 and out of bounds. That is, I believe, Brandon Cooks on the reception. Hey, Buffalo's moving a bit here. Definitely not without its fair share of hiccups on this drive, but they're moving. Yo, what's up, T-Fox? Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Gonna toss this right side, but there's a false start. Gonna blow this play dead. So a 1st and 15 coming up now. Yeah, the Jaguars got the ball first. They went 3 and out. It was not a pretty looking drive that Jacksonville had. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left, looking to throw once again. Pressure coming, trying to roll to his left to buy some time. Has a lane to take it himself, gets past the 35 to about the 36. All right, good scramble there from Josh Allen to make it a 2nd and 8 coming up. Yeah, but I mean, as long as their defense can play like they've been the past few weeks, I think they'll be fine. Again, look, we saw yesterday that you can never really rule out a team until there is no time left. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 37. Going to look to throw once again. Quick pass right side for Shakir. Going to get about 2. So another 3rd down coming up for Buffalo. They converted a 3rd and 8 earlier in this one. Now a 3rd and 6. Oh yeah, is it? Damn. I'll take that. Because for last night with Twitch, it's behind the Prime stuff. Like I using actual Prime Video. And plus I was like buffering a tiny bit throughout that. And also it could be the fact that, you know, where I'm at is just a natural Jaguar cut area, so I get like proper local broadcasting. Yeah, being on streaming service was gonna do it. Allen pass over the middle, gonna be incomplete. Looking for, I believe, Dalton Kincaid. The Bills drive stall out right around midfield. It'll be a 4th and 6. Yeah, because I'm just watching on local CBS because locations. So it is weird that this isn't on a local CBS. Yeah. All right, so the Bills gonna punt this one away. Still, they moved the ball decently well. That drive just stalled out. Punt comes off clean. Gonna be fair caught at the 20. So Jaguars will start from there. And head into commercial break. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. And so we'll see what Jacksonville can do for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on the opener. And as long as their defense plays how they have been most of the season, the offense can buy a few drives to get into a rhythm. But obviously, the sooner the offense gets going, the better. So I was like, they didn't really run the ball in the opening drive either. They had an end around for Parker Washington, but besides that, they were passing mainly. If this game ends with a Cam Little 65+ yard kick, it would be the greatest start to a wild card weekend we've had. I mean, they got the ball to ETN on the opening drive through a halfback screen, but yeah, they definitely should be like handing it off to him. I'm sure that's part of their plan. They just trying to get the Bills off guard a little bit early. Did not work. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, I couldn't get into Slay the Spire. I understand why a lot of people like it, but it was not for me. I have not yet. I've been meaning to. I saw what you said about it this morning though, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I definitely have a bit of an interest in seeing it. Just not sure when I will get around to that. Back from commercial break, Lawrence under center, back behind him, two receiving options to each side. 7:51 to play in the first. Tight end in motion right to left as they hand this off up the middle, and that's a gain of about 3 for Travis Etienne. I think we read a little bit of it in high school, and then I know we watched an older Frankenstein movie. But also, that was also like senior year of high school, and no one paid attention in that class. Lawrence in shotgun, 3 receiving options to the right, 2 to the left, gonna motion someone from the right into the backfield. 2nd and 7 from their own 23. Play clock winding down. And there's movement before the snap. Gonna be a false start against Jacksonville. So a 2nd and 12 coming up. That is hilarious. That Hallmark as one of the better adaptations of Frankenstein. Which I can also understand because I feel like most people don't understand Frankenstein. It's one of those monster books where most people just have to read it, never really like bother to really look at it. Lawrence in shotgun, 4 receiving options to the left, 2nd and 12 from their own 18. Lawrence looking to throw, pressure coming, stepping up and pass left side, wide open with space is Travis Etienne. Past the 25 and slipping his way to about the 29. Or they're saying the 28, so it'll be a 3rd and 2 coming up. It's the same thing with Jekyll and Hyde. We're like, yeah, like it's like where people really simplified Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, 3rd and 2. Shift in the back to his right. As Lawrence is going to hand this off up the middle, and there's space for Etienne. Past the 35 and down to about the 40. I feel like a lot of those older stories have just like because of how long those stories have been around, it's just been like muddled through. It's just been muddled through time. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receiving options to the right, looking to throw in 1st and 10. Has some time, pass over the middle is tipped and incomplete. Parker Washington couldn't hang on to the little bit of an errant pass, and it's nearly picked off. But luckily falls to the ground. Yeah, that ball comes out wobbly. It's there, though. Like, Parker Washington is open. If that ball's just placed slightly better. It's a big pickup for Jacksonville waiting to happen. Yep. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 39, looking to throw once again. Lawrence with time, pass over the middle is intercepted. Return past the 40, 35, and down to the 32. Ugh. Jacksonville. What? I need to see the backwards angle of that. I'm not sure what he was looking for. It's Shaq Thompson getting the interception. Was he looking? He was looking for Parker Washington over the middle. He just never sees Shaq Thompson. The gorilla. Hey, but Trevor Lawrence with a tackle on that one. That was nice. Right, so Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion, right to left. As Allen's going to toss this right side for James Cook, and that's a gain of about 3. Man, it's just a rough start. And now you're hoping just to hold him to a field goal and minimize the damage because they're already in field goal range. And it's 2nd and 7. Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left, Hennon in motion left to right. Play action looking to throw. Allen with some time, dump off right side for James Cook. Going to be brought down pretty quickly thereafter for a minimal gain of about a yard or so. It would be a 3rd and 6 for Buffalo now. Again, this Jaguars defense is going to need to play a big role to just keep them in this game early on. Because if the offense is going to start off this slow, it's going to be a long one. Allen alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ball on the Jaguar 29. Allen going to take it himself up the middle, and he has nowhere to go with it. Only picks up a yard. That is an interesting play call on 3rd and 6. To call a QB keeper. All right, they gave him 2 on it, so it'll be a 4th and 4, but not enough to go for it. So out comes, I believe that's Matthew Wright, the kicker for Buffalo today. Yeah, his forward progress has stopped. I know it is still Matt Prater. Okay. It was one of the UCF kickers. So Matt Prater on for the field goal try to put the Bills on the board first. A 45-yard kick from basically centered. And the play clock winding down. That's a delay of game against Buffalo. Gonna make this close to a 50-yarder now. Which again, Matt Prater has the leg for that. Before Cam Little and before Justin Tucker, Matt Prater had the longest field goal kick in NFL history at 64 yards. So like he has the leg for it. He's been kicking for a long time. Oh, as Allen is heading to the medical tent? Oh, that's someone keep an eye on. Josh Allen in the medical tent after that 3rd and 6 play. All right, so 50-yard kick. The ball is relatively centered. Put the Bills on the board first. Kick is up. And it is good. Sneaks through the left upright. The Bills capitalize a little bit off the turnover. Getting 3 out of it. And now the Jaguars will try to respond. Okay. All right, so the Bills up by 3. Yeah, Josh Allen went to the medical tent. That's someone to keep an eye on for sure. He did get brought down kind of awkwardly on that play, but I didn't think it was anything real massive. But at the same time, he did come up without his helmet on, which was a little bit confusing at the time. We'll see. But add commercial break. Add commercial break. Yeah, again, I'm pulling for Jacksonville as well in this. So I'm a Dolphins fan, so of course I want to see the Bills lose. But also, like, I kind of just want to see a good game again. Like the two games yesterday were fantastic. I want that to be continued throughout the playoffs. I doubt it will, but who knows? That it wouldn't sound great, but that would be funny. All right, just coming back from commercial break. The Bills set to send this one away. Kickoff will be down in the end zone for a touchback. A bit shaky on that being a touchback, but it seems all good. The Jaguars will start from the 35. All right, how does Trevor Lawrence shake off the interception? All right, Allen's back on the sideline and seemingly all good. So 1st and 10 from their own 35. The best starting field position so far for the Jaguars. Lawrence under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. 2:54 to play in the first quarter. Head in motion right to left, back to right as Lawrence is going to play action and look to throw. Pass left side is caught with space for a first, a gain of roughly 11. That is Brenton Strange on the reception. Oh, yeah, just keep things simple like that. You're only down by 3. There's no need to try and get massive plays here yet. Oh, they ruled out only a gain of 9? All right. Lawrence under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, 2nd and 1. From roughly their own 44. Lawrence now going into shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw once again. Has time, a dump off left side for Etienne is going to get the first and get the Jaguars to midfield. All right, 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. And then they're at midfield. They're in field goal range for Cam Little. That's pretty much with how he's been playing, yeah. So Josh Allen was evaluated for a concussion, but it's been cleared. Yeah, the Bills cannot afford to be without Josh Allen. Lawrence under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Gonna toss this right side. And there's good blocking in space. Past the 40, 35, and finally tripped up at the 30. It is Bashul Tutin on the carry. And a nice pickup for Jaguar. Again, capitalizing. Got to be able to capitalize against this weak Bills run defense. That's the idea. Lawrence under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, man in motion left to right as they give it to Tutin once again up the middle. And there's space inside the 20 and down to the 16. Just like that, the Jaguars are in the red zone for the first time today, and they're going to need one more play before the end of the first quarter. Just beautiful blocking up front. It gives Tutin a great cutback lane. And he has the space. A key thing is just Matt Milano cannot be a big factor for this Bills defense if the Jaguars are going to win. All right, Lawrence under center, back behind him. Handoff left side for Tutin once again in their space. Inside the 10, the 5, and down to the 3. 3 straight carries for Tutin. And he's going to get the Jaguars to a first and goal when we get back from commercial break, because that's the end of the first quarter. 15 minutes in, the Bills lead by 3, but the Jaguars have been running all over the Bills on this drive. It took them a sec, but eventually they realized, oh yeah, we can just run the ball. All right, so solid start. Yeah, Tunan's already up to 47 yards rushing on this one. See if I can about to send you something. Yep, end of the first, waiting for the start of the second quarter. Jaguars have first and goal from the Bills 3. And the ground game all over. Yeah, that was from his introductory press conference. It's funny, but man, yeah, it's funny, and a lot of people kind of wrote off the Jaguars after that, and man, he is not mad. But like again, that was from his introductory press conference right after he just completely said "fuck you" to the Buccaneers. As like he already signed an extension with the Buccaneers, and then the Jaguars fired their GM, and he just turned around and went, "Yep, nope, go in there." So yeah, there's probably a bit of like bit nerves going through. Yeah, I saw those. Lauren's gonna toss this forward for Brenton Strange, and that's gonna get nothing back to the line. And those were things I saw also throughout last night and early this morning. It won't be a blowout. The Jaguars' defense has been too good for this game to be a blowout. And plus, the Bills' run defense has not been good enough for them to be able to completely shut down Jacksonville. Lawrence alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, motioning someone from the left into the backfield to his right. Now, receiver in motion right to left. Second and goal, Lawrence looking to throw. Has time, pass left side is Brian Thomas Jr. The Jaguars take the lead early on in the second quarter with a 3-yard touchdown pass. And this could be the start. That was a beautiful drive from Jacksonville. Absolute beaut. And the second year Jaguar has his first career postseason touchdown. Yeah, that ball is placed perfectly on the inside shoulder. So Cam Little for the extra point. Kick is up. And it is good. Jaguars lead by 4 with 14-14 in the second quarter. All right. So at commercial break after the touchdown. And this is where things are really going to ramp up. for the Jaguars defense and the Jaguars as a whole. If they can just stop the Bills again, then we can see things start to unravel. It took 2 drives, but the Jaguars found their rhythm on that. And it's setting them up nicely going forward. And when the Super Bowl rolls around and we get the weird commercials again, it's going to be fun. Yeah. Again, it was a great touchdown drive for Jacksonville. Our Ravens have done another head coach interview today. All right. Yeah. Which tomorrow night's game should be interesting as well. Just because of how the Steelers have played down the stretch. And just how they are at home on primetime. What's the current? Yeah, that game's roughly 54-46 in favor of Houston for ESPN analytics. Not bad. And so just coming back from commercial break, the Jaguars set to send this one away. Ray Davis back to return from Buffalo. This kick is going to be returned beginning from the goal line. Space out past the 15, past the 20, 25, past the 30, and has space past the 35, and the ball comes loose. Ball's loose. Who has it? The refs are scrambling, looking through the pile. Oh, if the Jaguars come up with it. The Jaguars force a fumble on the kick return and recover. There's the domino. Gonna set them up with 1st and 10 from the Bills' 35. Ray Davis, an pretty uncharacteristic fumble. Yeah, but he gets hit from both sides there. And the Bills just couldn't come up with it. The Bills had 2 chances to pick up that fumble, and they just couldn't. Yeah, he has that ball pinned up against his knee. Yeah, the Steelers? The stats like the Steelers haven't lost since like '94 at home on Monday Night Football. It's crazy. That alone is gonna make this game a bit interesting, or tomorrow night's game interesting. It's also the first time in team history the Texans are not playing a 4:30 p.m. Saturday wildcard game. I think it's also the first time in team history where they're on the road for wildcard weekend. It's gonna be pretty interesting tomorrow night. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. 1st and 10 from the Bill 36. This is a chance to really build momentum. Receiver in motion right to left. They give it to ETN right side. There's space inside the 30 to about the 29. All right. Gain of 7. Lawrence under center. Not going to move into shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left as well. Lawrence looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pass left side. Going to be caught by Jacoby Myers. And he's up to the 18. Jaguars back in the red zone once again. Not the greatest of pass from Trevor Lawrence, but there was pressure in his face. Forced him to throw it on his back foot. Jacoby Myers, a nice dive-in effort to get underneath that. And yeah, that's minimal ground contact. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw in 1st and 10. Quick pass left side is incomplete. Looking for Jacoby Myers once again. Going to be a 2nd and 10. The thing, Jacoby Myers was on the Raiders to begin the season. He got traded around the deadline to Jacksonville. And now, there's a path for him to be playing, really meaningful games. Deep into January and potentially February. It's crazy. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 10 from the Bills' 17-yard line. Play clock winding down to get the snap off as Lawrence looks to throw. Pressure coming, trying to step up and sacked at the 19. It's Gregory Rousseau on the sack. So a 3rd and 12 coming up. All right. Yeah, didn't really have anyone made yet. Maybe that's Jacoby Myers, but there wasn't really enough time to work back to that. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on the Bill 19. To get the snap off in time as Lawrence looks to throw. Gonna look to take it himself on the left side. He gets inside the 10 to the 9. Pickup of 10. The 4th and 2 coming up. And how aggressive does Jacksonville want to be? Yeah, that's true as well. Though we'll see again. I think Jacksonville is just a different type. I don't think Jacksonville is a team that would. I mean, no, they did blow a big lead against Houston a few weeks back, a month or so ago. So there's that. All right, the Jaguars will call their first timeout as they're not going to get lined up in time to do whatever they wanted to do on that. So a 4th and 2, and the Jaguars have a choice. Yeah, the Pro Bowl. It does suck what happened with the Pro Bowl over the years. All right, 4th and 2. Lawrence in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, a back to his left. Play clock winding down. Man in motion, right to left. Gonna keep it himself left side, and I'm not sure if he got it. Flipped a little bit, dived forward, will depend on the spot. It's close. Based off of where those refs are lining up right now, he might have gotten it by the tip of the football. Yeah, based off of where they placed that ball. And based off where he placed the ball and going off of the TV first down line. He barely gets it. But they're going to review the spot and they're going to measure. $11:04 to play in the first half. When does his knee touch? His shin might have touched there. With the measurement, it is a first. It's by the tip of the football. So it currently sits at 1st and goal for Jacksonville. I wouldn't be shocked if the Bills want to challenge the spot, though. Because yeah, it's that left shin. When does that touch down? Or the right shin? Yeah, that might be short. I would not be shocked if the Bills want to challenge this. It's very close. There's McDermott with the challenge flag in hand, and there's the challenge. So the Bills will challenge the spot of the ball. Because yeah, if that right shin is down when it seems to be, he is short. Yeah, this is a game-changing challenge here. Yeah. All right, so we're heading to a commercial break as they look through this and look through the challenge. I'll quickly be right back. All right, still at commercial break as they're reviewing the spot. And this is gonna be an interesting one. At commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. Yeah, and yeah, that's fair. And I'm here rooting for Jacksonville because I'm a Dolphins fan and I want the Bills to lose. Yeah, that shin looks down there. Only I can listen in, but I don't want to put on my headphones. Yep, the Bills win the challenge. Is their ball at the Jacksonville 7.5. Allen in shotgun looking to throw in first and 10. Pass right side can be caught to about the 12 for Khalil Shakir. Oh, yeah, so the Bills win the challenge. It was a good challenge. It was the Jaguars get nothing off of the fumble on the kick return. So now 2nd and 6. Allen in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Ball on their own 12. Allen getting a quick throw left side that's caught by Shakir with good blocking past the 20. Cuts back into the 25 and out of bounds at the 27. All right, good start to this drive for Buffalo. Rick's gonna let them in. No, Lawrence was down there. It's his right shin was touching down short. I mean, it's a good challenge. Allen under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side. Play action, looking to throw. Has some time, pass left side, caught by Frank Gore Jr. Up past the 30 to the 32. Frank Gore Jr. getting playoff snaps is amazing. The Southern Miss prospect. Allen under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 32. Toss left side for James Cook. Gonna have space past the 40 and down to the 43. It's gonna be 1st and 10 for Buffalo. They're moving well on this drive. All right, 1st and 10, right around midfield. Yeah, I mean, Allen. I mean, some of those pass attempts are for no yards, but 9 for 10 to begin the game. Not bad. All right, 1st and 10. Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Ball on their own 44, man in motion right to left. Allen gonna play action and look to throw. Has some time, pass left side is gonna be... They're saying that's caught? Brandon Cooks, an incredible catch to the 43. There's also a penalty down. This might be DPS, or either way, they're gonna get past midfield. But if they're ruling out a catch, that's an incredible grab by Brandon Cooks. Yep, there's the DPI against Jacksonville. That will be declined. It'll be 1st down for Buffalo at the Jaguar 44-ish. Maybe more so like 46. That's an insane throw and a great catch. There's a ball on the Jaguar 44. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Man in motion, left to right. No motion in back to the left. 8:35 to play in the 1st half. Allen going to toss this left side for James Cook. And trying to bounce it back right side, but going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. All right, 2nd and roughly 10 coming up. If he was able, it's Javon Walker on the tackle there, but if Cook was able to bounce that right side, he had plenty of space. All right, 2nd and 10. Allen in shotgun, making some adjustments at the line. Back to his right. Play clock winding down. 2 receiving options to each side, and the Bills will call their first timeout. They're not going to get that snap off in time. 7:45 to play in the 1st half. And the Bills take a timeout. All right. 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, 7:45 to play in the half.
Allen in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball in the Jaguar 44. Allen gonna look to throw. Has some time, pass right side, wide open is Keon Coleman. Inside the 20, the 15, the 10, and out of bounds at the 7. The Bills are in the red zone for the first time today, with 7:35 to play in the half. And just got behind the corner and found that window in between him and the safety. Good keyhole shot there. Oh, Allen hits his hand on his lineman's helmet. That cannot feel good. Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right, man in motion right to left. They toss this right side for James Cook. Gonna get inside the 5 and out of bounds at the 4. So 2nd and goal. Allen under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, man in motion left to right. They give it up the middle for James Cook, and he is stood up at the line for no gain. 3rd and goal coming up. Jaguars can find a way to hold him to 3. They're going to be in business. Third and goal. Allen alone in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. Gonna take it himself right side. And Josh Allen bulldozes seemingly in. Now the Jaguars are saying their ball. There's that ref signaling for a touchdown. Josh Allen from 3 yards out takes it in, and he's a little shaken up afterwards. But the Bills retake the lead as it sits. 5:37 to play in a half. The first question is, did he cross the plane with the ball? And that's a yes. The touchdown's going to stand, but what happened afterwards here? I just kind of brought down a little awkwardly, maybe? He definitely crosses the plane. All right, it wasn't really hard contact in the head, though. Is some head? So out comes Matt Prater for the extra point to make this back to a 3-point Bill lead. Kick is up. And it's right down the middle. I don't care about the replay. Go back to the Bills sideline. Is Allen going back to the medical tent? They just showed another angle that has him relatively wincing in pain. It seems. I don't think it's anything that will keep him out, but it's still definitely something to keep another eye on. As we're at commercial break. Yeah, he's back in the medical tent. It's his knee and his finger. Well, the finger is from him hitting his hand on his lineman's helmet on the throw to Keon Coleman. I'm curious what the knee thing is. I mean, he was able to get up and walk to the sideline and to the tent under his own power. So I don't think it's anything massive. But yeah, we're not even halfway through this game, and he's getting beaten up. Yeah, I mean, he's been getting beat up in this game, so I'm not surprised. And he hasn't taken a sack yet, but I mean, the two designed QB keepers did not create a free lane for him to run through, so he's having to bulldoze his way. And again, just the years and years of having to continuously just bulldoze your way through things, it's gonna pile up. And just coming back from commercial break. We'll see how the Jaguars respond to the Bills' touchdown drive after their turnover on downs on the previous. Yeah, he's on the sideline, and he's going to be playing until they force him out. Kickoff return from the 5 up to the 26, so the Jaguars will start from there. 5:33 to play in the first half. First and 10 for Jacksonville. Lawrence under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Now going to shift into shotgun, back still behind him. Man in motion, right to left, back to right. As Lawrence is going to hand this off up the middle. There's space up to the 30 for Tuden. All right, so that's how the drive starts. Second and 6. I mean, but again, so far in this game, Josh Allen's playing well. All you can really ask. Lawrence under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, tight end in motion, right to left, to play action and look to throw. Lawrence with time, pass left side is tipped and incomplete. Nearly would have been the second of the game for Shaq Thompson. That ball came out all kinds of wobbly. Yeah, it was tipped at the line. He had a man open, though, on that left side. Yeah, good job getting the hand on that. So now 3rd and 6. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. They need the 36. Man in motion, right to left. And the Jaguars will call their second timeout, as they're not going to get that snap off in time. These teams are being lenient with their timeout usages. All right. 3rd and 6. 4:46 to play in the half. Relatively big 3rd down here. As they're showing Liam Cohen, as Lawrence is alone in shotgun, looking to throw once again. Has time, passes well off the mark and incomplete. Looking for seemingly Parker Washington over the middle, but they were not on the same page. So the Jaguars go 3 and out on that drive. Not what they were looking for out of that. Oh yeah, no, yeah, Parker Washington extended that route too much because it was mesh. Washington was supposed to sit over the middle. All right, punt comes off clean. Going to be out of bounds here to 25, 27-ish. All right, 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Allen warming up on the sideline. We head to a commercial break. Yep, at commercial break. The Raiders and the Dolphins have requested to interview Jeff Hafley of the Green Bay Packers for their head coaching positions. With the Packers season being done, his name's gonna be flooded with requests. All right, that's gonna be interesting. Still at commercial break, waiting for the next Bills drive. Here we go. Just coming back from commercial break. 4:35 to play in the first half. Big time drive here for Buffalo, trying to extend this lead before the half. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Ball on their own 28. Allen gonna play action and look to throw. Has some time, pass right side, has a man, but it's off the mark. Looking for Brandon Cooks, who had a step. Allen just misses him a little bit long. It'll be 2nd and 10. All right, that's where the knee came in. So he got brought down awkwardly on that touchdown run. All right, 2nd and 10. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. Three receivers to the left. Ball on their own 28. Allen looking to throw once again. Has some time. Pass over the middle is caught for a gain of 9. It is Gabe Davis on the reception and a 3rd and 1 coming up. All right, 4:10 to play in the half. Morning. And Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. 3rd and 1. They give up the middle to James Cook. And that's going to be close. Will depend on the spot. And I think that initial spot is going to give him the first. Yep, that initial spot gives him the first. 3.5 to play in the first half. Hold on. Can't really tell where James Cook is there. Gonna keep it the first. Allen under center, gonna play action and look to throw, rolling right. Buying time, gonna still look and now dump it off right side for a gain of about 4 or 5. It is Dalton Kincaid on the reception. So 2:50 to play in the first half. One more play at minimum needed before the 2-minute warning. All right. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, gonna hand this off up the middle for James Cook, and that's enough for the first up to their own 49. And that could bring us to the 2-minute warning. And yep, that's a 2-minute warning. Bills lead by 3. They get the ball to begin the second half. As they look to extend this lead, we head to a commercial break. All right, so at commercial break. And just this game feels kind of similar to how the first half of Rams Panthers went. It was kind of just the game's going fine so far. How is the second half gonna shake things up? Because the second half is where things can really get weird. As we saw with both of the games yesterday. So we'll see. All right, should be getting back from commercial break here. Yep, there we go. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Can the Bills extend this lead? By how much? Can the Jaguars create something before the end of the half to keep this a close game? We shall see. The Bills have ball on their own 49. It's going to be 1st and 10. Yeah, that stadium is nice. I was there a few years back for a preseason game, and it's a nice stadium. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right as well. They're about 5 yards out from field goal range for Matt Prater. Man in motion right to left as Allen's going to hand this off for James Cook up the middle, and that's a gain of about 3. Gets past midfield. Still not much else. 2nd and 7 coming up. Second and 7. Allen alone in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the right, 2 to the left. Looking to throw once again. Allen with time. Pass over the middle. It's caught to the 22. It's Brandon Cooks on the reception. He's having himself one hell of a game already. Puts the Bills deep in the field goal range and setting up a 1st and 10. Oh, he lets that ball slip through his hands and hit him in the jaw. That's it. Tough spot to catch a ball at. Or the Bills don't go quick enough. They're going to review this play. It looked like a catch. Yep, it's under review. His question is, when does he have full possession? I mean, that looks fine. Well, we're going to head to a short commercial break here as they look at this. All right, at commercial break. What do the Bills got here? One is going to be maintained as a catch. I think it will be. I don't think it makes enough contact with the ground for it to have impacted that too much. We'll see. We'll see. Should be coming out of commercial break here soon. There we go. And yeah, just showing the replay again. And it looked fine initially. I don't think there's enough contact with the ground there. Call's overturned. It's ruled incomplete. Gonna be a third and 7 for Buffalo. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. They're 3 yards out of field goal range. Allen looking to throw. Has some time. Pass right side is going to be caught to the 45. That is Dawson Knox on the reception. And that gets him just into field goal range. It's a 4th and 4. I imagine at the very least, they're going to try and get the Jaguars to jump off sides. As the Jaguars take their final timeout. Welcome on in. Yeah, I'm a Dolphins fan, so like I'm pulling for Jacksonville in this one. Like I do have a lot of respect for Josh Allen and what the Bills have done the past few years. But at the end of the day, as long as it's a very nice and as long as it's a good game, it's a close game, like the ones yesterday were, I'm chill with it. All right, 4th and 4. The Bills' offense is staying on the field. Allen in shotgun. Back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Making some adjustments at the line. Play clock winding down. Trying to get the Jaguars to jump, it seems, and it's not going to work. And there's the Bills calling their second timeout. With 1:14 to play in the half. Wait, no, they're taking the delay of game? okay, sure. I guess the mindset is even with being in field goal range, it would be like a 63-yard kick. You don't want to give the Jaguars that good field position if you miss. You might as well just punt it away. But I'm shocked not giving Matt Prater a shot there. All right. Punt comes off clean. This is going to bounce, and it's a great punt out of bounds at the 1. All right, that works. That works so much better than anything that could have happened than most other things. All right. 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line coming up for Jacksonville with 1:05 to play in the half. Great punt from Mitch Wishnowsky. Yeah. I mean, that was a damn good punt. Like, there's been a few great punts this wildcard weekend already. They're gonna say when out of bounds at the 3. So Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. 1st and 10 from their own 3. Gonna be looking to throw. Pressure coming. Lawrence spins to his left to buy some time. Still looking. Gonna take it himself. Has space past the 10 to 15. Spinning his way to the 21. Alright, good scramble from Trevor Lawrence. Now you have to go quick. Again, midfield is the field goal target for Jacksonville. They don't have that much longer to go. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Need about 30 more yards. And they get movement here. Are they going to say false start? Yeah, they're going to say false start against Jacksonville. Yes, false start against Jacksonville. All right. There's going to be a 1st and 15 now. And there's Cam Little warming up. During the preseason, in this very stadium, he hit from 70. He has the NFL long for field goals at 68. He hit from 67 as well this season. So yeah, if they get to midfield, they're feeling fine. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right, looking to throw once again. Has some time, dump off left side, going to be caught past the 20 and out of bounds here to 25. 15 seconds. So you're going to need to work the sideline or really go quick. But you need about 25 more yards. I would love it if he gets a shot from 68 in the playoffs. But they're really going to need to go quick if they get this. Lawrence in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Going to be looking to throw once again. Has some time. Deep shot over the middle. It's caught! You have to get down. Parker Washington. They have to hurry up. The guy go quick. 3 seconds. 2. They get the snap, and there's a penalty on Buffalo. They're going to get one more play. It's offsides. Even if the spike got down with no time left, they got the snap off with a second. And since it's a penalty on Buffalo for offsides, it should give them one more play. It might say offsetting penalties. Like, everyone seems set for Jacksonville. That might be off. I guess it depends on when they got the snap off. Because there definitely going to be no time remaining after this. It's either going to be halftime or they get one more play. When do they get the snap off? Oh, I'm not sure if they got it off in time. The refs are discussing. The refs are discussing. I'm not sure if they got that snap off in time. And that would be the difference. Because if they got the snap off in time, even if there was like 0.01 seconds remaining, they get one more free play because of a penalty on the defense. I don't think they got it. That is so close. It is so close. It's maybe like a frame. All right, the refs have discussed what's the ruling going to be. They got the snap off in time. Offsides against Buffalo. 5 yards and a free play for Jacksonville. Cam Little will have a shot to tie this up at the half. That is crazy. The Jaguars actually did it. The Jaguars got into they got into plenty of field goal range. Why do the Bills have someone back there to return this field goal? Like, Little's gonna miss this short. Ain't no way he misses this short. It's a 54-yard kick for Cam Little. The ball is centered pretty well here. And the ball's more so towards the left hash. 54-yard kick to tie this game up at the half. Kick is up. And it is no good. He missed it to the left. It remains a 3-point game at the half. He pulled it to the left just barely. Oh. Just barely hooked it to the left. All right, and that's halftime. That is halftime. My goodness, what? It's so crazy the Jaguars were able to get to that spot, but man, they then miss that kick. It's still a 3-point game. Jaguars defense is playing well. Still plenty of time left. We saw what happened yesterday with those two games late. As the Bills get ball to begin the second half, as we have reached halftime. All right, so we're at halftime. All right. This game's if that first half alone is any sign, this game's gonna be interesting. And then if the first half felt like the ultimate ball don't lie moment. Like, it was very close, and if they got that snap off in time. Yep, so we're at the half. Yeah, this game's going to come down to the kickers. And just off to that type of start for it. I mean, Jacksonville, this game being a 3-point game with how kind of rough the Jaguars offense played in that first half, again, you'll take it. But it also feels like that both sides are just waiting to break out. All right, so at the half. At the half. Again, it was defenses throughout the first half. It feels like the Jaguars need to start running the ball a bit more and really take advantage of this Bills run defense being as bad as it is. The 49ers have reached the NFC Championship in each of their last 7 playoff appearances. God damn, what is that? I mean, yeah, like they have 7 carries in this first half. They need to triple that in the second. There's no reason that the Jaguars should have only 7 carries between Tudin and ETN through one half a play against this defense. All right, but at the half. At the half. Most career rushing touchdowns by a QB in NFL playoff history. Allen is tied with Steve Young for second. Yeah, he has their 1 touchdown so far today. At the half. Jaguars are 4-2 when trailing at the half this season. It's only a 3-point game. Still anyone's game. It's going to be very interesting. Waiting for the start of the second half. The Bills get the ball in the second half. See how this game finishes up. And commercial break. Got about 3:50 remaining until the second half. Another Survivor 50 commercial. It is kind of crazy that Survivor's been going on for as long as it has been. All right, so at commercial break, just under 3 minutes until the start of the second half. At commercial break, about 2 minutes until the second half's underway. We'll get All right, just coming back from commercial break. Teams taking the field. Second half underway here soon. Again, yesterday, both of the second halves were insane game. We're insane. Nice comebacks. Everything all around. Hopefully, today continues it. And hopefully, the other two games today continue that. The biggest thing is, though, the Bills are the best second half team in the league. The Jaguars are going to need one hell of an effort if they're going to truly be able to win this one. All right, waiting for the start of the second half. At commercial break. Second half should be beginning here shortly. Get how weird CBS can be with their halftime stuff. Oh well. It's still waiting for the start of the second half. All right, second half could be yeah. It would also kill my bracket, which my bracket should have been dead yesterday, but the Packers blew that game. So hopefully my bracket will continue. But I don't think anything will ever top my playoff bracket from the 2022-23 season. I was nails with that bracket. Like I was right up until the conference championships for that. This since then has not been the same, but we going. As the second half kickoff is underway, going to be returned beginning from the 1, space out past the 15, past the 20, and brought down near the 26. So the Bills will start from there. Also, again, the Bills winning would be the first road playoff win in quite a long time. So it would definitely be unexpected. Allen under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, man in motion, left to right. Ball on their own 26. First play of the second half. Allen is going to hand this off to James Cook up the middle, and that's a gain of 2. I'm not sure. I've never been in a spot to have to get that payout, so I don't know. I would assume so. Yeah. Hey, Bob Flash, how you doing? Yeah, the playoffs have been off to a great start. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to be looking to throw. Allen with some time, pass right side is off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Tyrell Shavers. 3rd and 9 coming up. Like also, in order to get that payout, you need to pretty much have a perfect bracket. Yeah, mine's going good so far. Just need Jacksonville to pull off and I feel good about the rest of it. Third and 9. Allen in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Going to quick throw, right side, that's caught by Khalil Shakir. Had some good blocking, a nice spin, gets the first, up to the 37. Khalil Shakir, hey, give him the ball in space. He's giving the ball in space. He's gonna make at least one person miss. That was perfect blocking as well by Ray Davis and Dawson Knox. Yeah, that's true. And yeah, and ESPN is gonna be a tax one, yeah. But also again, with how many people do it, I don't think the payout will be that big. As they're gonna need to split it up. Allen looking to throw in 1st and 10. Pass over the middle is caught by an open Khalil Shakir to the Jaguar 45. Or I guess with the tiebreaker to get to find the definitive one that way. First and 10. Allen under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion, right to left. Allen going to play action and look to throw. Has some time, a dump off left side for James Cook, and to get about 4. Yeah. Which, hey, that's still some good money. Second and 6. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Gonna hand this off up the middle for James Cook, and that's a gain of a yard, maybe. Yeah, I've never won one either. Because the tough part with it is you can have a ton of people that get a perfect bracket, and then it comes down to the points, the total points thing, and that's just like near impossible to fully predict. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right as well, gonna look to throw. On 3rd and 5, pass left side's caught by Gabe Davis, and that's enough for the first. Gets the 5 yards exactly. And the Bills are moving well on this opening drive. Oh, where that foot's at here. I think he got it. So Allen in shotgun, back to each side. Gonna play action and look to throw. Stepping up, trying to buy some time, and gonna be brought down for a gain of only a yard. It's Josh Hines Allen with the sack. Or not the sack, but with the tackle there. 2nd and 8 coming up. How outrageous is this gonna be? Banking on James Cook to get over 125 plus yards rushing in this game is crazy. The Jaguars have not given up 75 yards to a single rusher at all this season. Allen in shotgun, gonna hand this off to James Cook up the middle, and that's gonna be a gain of about 3. Yeah, that's the part that's gonna kill this. That's gonna kill that. At 3rd and 5 for Buffalo. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Ball on the Jaguar 30. Under 9.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. Man in motion right to left. Play clock winding down. And the Bills will call a timeout. Oh no, it's false start against Buffalo. Gonna be a 3rd and 10 coming up, being called against Dawson Knox. Yeah, but it's there's a reason that it's that big of a payout. Hell, Travis Etienne hasn't even gotten a lot of carries in this game. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. 3rd and 10, looking to throw. Quick pass left side, going to be caught, but not enough for the first. It's Khalil Shakir up to the Jaguar 29. It'll be a 4th and 4, and we'll see. And they're going to send out the field goal unit. Out comes Matt Prater to make this a 6-point game. Still a good drive, though, from Buffalo. They kill a ton of time here on the opening drive of the half. Yeah, it's on with March Madness that you were close. Which, that was still crazy how close you got with that. 47-yard kick from the left hash from Matt Prater. It is up, and it is right down the middle. The Bills lead by 6. All right. At commercial break, we'll see the Jaguars offense for the first time this half. I'm sorry, what was that commercial just for? And that's fair. It also, like, this game has not been the most energizing one, most exciting. But I think they're waiting for 49ers Eagles for them to whip out that card. Yeah. And but also in other news for Nebraska, it is seeming like Dylan Raiola is going to be transferring to Oregon, which that is crazy. But it comes at a very big risk because there is a chance that Dante Moore returns for another season. And I think they're gonna be waiting for that decision to be made before any actual thing happens there. I mean, if Dante Moore does leave for the draft, he's going to start at Oregon. But if Dante Moore stays another season, then yeah, he's probably not gonna start. Which is like that's why it's a big of a risk. Also why it hasn't actually happened yet. It's just that's the most likely scenario now. We'll see. As we're just coming back from commercial break. Like, he was on a visit with Oregon a few days ago, so we'll see. I mean, yeah, he could bounce back from the ACL injury. It's not going to completely kill his mobility. It ain't going to help, that's for sure. I mean, like, Michael Penix still has quite a bit of mobility to him. Kickoff going to be down in the end zone for a touchback and to be up to the 35. Lane Johnson is inactive today for Philly. That's a tough blow for them. At 1st and 10 for Jacksonville. Lawrence under center, back behind him too, receiving options to each side, man in motion, right to left, back to right. Now Lawrence is going to go into shotgun, back to his right. First play of the half for the Jaguars is Lawrence looking to throw. Pass left side, caught by Parker Washington, makes one man miss, has space down the sideline to about the 47. Yeah. Penix was incredibly mobile before his ACL tears. I don't know, just the idea behind because of what Dylan Raiola was able to do in Nebraska, that alone is going to give him at least the head start for the Oregon starting job if he goes there, and Dante Moore doesn't return. Toss right side for Travis Etienne, has space. Past the 40, 35, past the 30, and finally brought down, but not before getting to the Bill 27. There you go. You utilizing Travis Etienne in this half is going to be big for Jacksonville. Yeah, that Bills run defense is not great. As Jacoby Myers pancaked Joey Bosa on that run. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. 1st and 10 from the Bill 26. Play clock winding down to get the snap off in time as Lawrence looks to throw. Pass right side is high and incomplete. Looking for Brenton Strange. Is Tre'Davious White on the pass breakup, and a 2nd and 10 coming up. Yeah, not the greatest of passes there. Bit high, a bit outside. All right, 2nd and 10. Lawrence in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Man in motion, right to left. Lawrence gonna take it himself up the middle, and there's no space, gonna be stood up at the line for no gain. If you're gonna run the ball, just give it to Travis Etienne. There's no need to try and outsmart the Bills' run defense. It is a bottom tier run defense in the league. Yeah, we'll see. I have not seen that. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. 3rd and 10. 6 minutes to play in the third. Lawrence looking to throw. Has time. Pass over the pass right side is incomplete. Tre'Davious White with the pass breakup as he had Brenton Strange wide open. But Tre'Davious White makes a good break on that ball and knock it loose. And Tre'Davious White was honed in on that the entire time. If he throws it to Brian Thomas, he has space there. Instead, try to fit it up the seam to Brenton Strange, and it did not work. Route comes Cam Little to make this back to a 3-point game. 43-yard kick from roughly the right hash. Kick is up, and it is good. All right, so the Jaguars answer the Bills' opening field goal with a field goal of their own. We have 5:54 to play in the third. Yeah, I've not heard of that rated. Who is the rated by? Like what? Like what's your source with that rated? As we're at commercial break. Yeah, that's why I haven't heard of it. Because most of those like meme ratings get instantly lost amongst all the other stuff. Yeah, Tre'Davious White's still a great player. He had a little bit of an off season with the Rams and Ravens last year, but for the most part, yeah, he's still good. They're at commercial break. Yeah, those like meme quarterback ratings. I can't find those interesting. All right, we're waiting the Bills' next drive. All right, so kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the goal line. Face out past the 20, past the 25, and brought down near the 30, maybe 31. Yep, they're talking about the Bills road playoff games. Their last win was 1992. They currently lead by 3. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Man in motion left to right. Allen going to hand this off up the middle for James Cook, and that is gain of a yard, maybe 2. Not much else. So 2nd and 8 coming up. McManus did leave 7 points off the board last night, but that end of game clock management was also just not good. Allen looking to throw in 2nd and 8. Has time now. The time's expiring. Sacked back at the 20 is Josh Hines Allen sacking Josh Allen for a 3rd and long coming up. The Packers losing last night was more than just Brandon McManus. It was the entirety of that team. Yeah. I get that feeling, man. It's tough. Especially being up the way they were. It's a tough way to lose that game. At 3rd and 20, Allen in shotgun, 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right, looking to throw once again. Allen with some time, a pass right side is miscommunicated and incomplete. So the Bills go 3 and out, and we'll punt this one away. Yeah. Yeah, the defense collapsed in that 4th quarter. The offense did nothing throughout the second half, really. He missed a few kicks. The clock management was bad. The play calling was rough. It was an all-around just poor second half. All right, punt comes off clean. This is going to be out of bounds at about the 36. When did this go out? They're going to say the 38. Yeah, and that's also just been Chicago's style this season. They've been a great 4th quarter team and a great second half team. It was a truly great performance. And Caleb Williams made some insane throws to let that happen. I mean, that one on 4th and 8 was insane. Bo was midair and still threw one of the best passes I've seen this year. And still at commercial break, waiting for the Bears' next drive. The Jaguars' next drive. Yeah. I don't know, because LaFleur and Packers brass are going to be meeting in like the next day or so about a contract extension, as he has 1 year left on his deal. And after that game, man, I don't know, it's going to be interesting. Like that's a tough way to lose. And like under LaFleur, like the Packers' last 4 playoff appearances were all as the 7th seed. And the only win was against the Cowboys in that span. So like it's a tough look. Going up 21-3 should be a recipe for success, but they just collapsed. Just coming back from commercial break, huge a chance for Jacksonville to retake the lead, down by 3, with the ball on their own like 38. Lawrence under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. 1st and 10, man in motion right to left. Lawrence going to hand this off up the middle, and there's space to the 42 for Travis Etienne. Oh yeah, I definitely would put that game more at fault of LaFleur. I mean, like you all saw in me last night how I was reacting to their play calling before the 2-minute warning. Like if they simply just get that game to the 2-minute warning and hand it off 2 more times, they one probably make that field goal afterwards, and 2 like they're in a better spot. Lawrence gonna hand this off for Travis Etienne, and that's gonna be back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. It's like it's one is the fact that they took 2 shots to the end zone there. The other is they had either a delay of game or a false start. By the way, they lost 5 yards in that sequence as well. If you just hand it off twice, you burn their timeout and you get it to the 2-minute warning and potentially get the first as well. All they needed was the 1st down, and that game was over. Instead, they let the Bears hang too much. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receiving options to the right. 3rd and 5, looking to throw. Has some time, pass right side, going to be caught past the 40 and out of bounds to the Bills' 38. It's Brian Thomas Jr. on the reception. The Jaguars have entered field goal range. 2.5 to play in the 3rd. It's not even just Josh Jacobs. You could have used Emmanuel Wilson or Chris Brooks as well, and it would have worked just fine. Lawrence going to toss this right side for Tuden to get about 3. How many LSU players are playing today? Or playing these playoffs? I know UCF got a few. Yeah. That's because the Jaguars receiving room really improved from last year. So they have more target, they have more options for Lawrence. Ball on the Bill 35, Lawrence under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Toss right side for Travis Etienne. Gonna have space to get to the 30 before being forced out of bounds. Okay. I think UCF has more. Trent Williams is active for the 49ers. Ricky Pearsall is inactive. All right, that game's going to be interesting. Kicks off in about an hour 20. 3rd and 2 for Jacksonville. A minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Lawrence under center. Back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. Pressure coming. Lawrence pass right side's caught inside the 20 to the 16. It's Parker Washington on the reception. And the Jaguars will need 1 more play before the end of the 3rd. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's probably. As even then, I think UCF's had like 12 or 13. Like, I'll take that. I know that Buffalo has 2 or 3 of those. Maybe more. Obviously, I don't think we're counting Matthew Wright in that list, though. All right, 1st and 10. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball in the Buffalo 16. Quick throw, left side, can be caught with space. Trying to get to the sideline, and that's a gain of about 4 for Parker Washington. Man, if he cuts inside there, he has a lot more room. But that's the end of the 3rd quarter. 15 minutes remain. Divisional round on the line. Jaguars down by 3, but have ball inside the Buffalo 15. With 15 minutes to play. No, Matthew Wright is a kicker. He's the Bills' backup kicker. Because Matt Prater, who's the Bills' starting kicker right now, is also a UCF grad. Because they signed Matthew Wright this past week, I believe. All right. At commercial break for the end of the 3rd. Yeah. I know one of Seattle's players is a UCF guy. Obviously, have RJ Harvey. Eagles have a secondary player that's UCF. I believe not. He's not still in New England, I don't think. Even then, I still do think the Patriots have someone. They're sprinkled throughout. Still at commercial break. Because like I know Javon Baker was on New England. I don't remember if he's still there. Like I'll just go to UCF's Twitter and be able to find the information. If I really wanted to. All right, back from commercial break. It's 2nd and 6. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw once again. Quick pass right side's caught. Gets inside the 10 and diving forward to about the 7. It's Parker Washington on the reception. A 3rd and about 1 coming up. Yeah, he's going to be short. 3rd and 1. Lawrence under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion left to right. Play clock winding down. Gonna QB sneak this, and Trevor Lawrence gets it. Gets about 1.5 yards. Enough for the first and goal coming up. So 1st and goal. Lawrence in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. A back to his right. Going to keep it himself up the middle. A design QB keeper that goes nowhere. Just hand the ball off. Like, yeah, the QB sneak was a good idea on 3rd and 1. For first and goal, just give it to your backs who are averaging 8 yards a carry in this game. All right, second and goal. Lawrence in shotgun looking to throw. Has some time, pass end zone. Parker Washington. Touchdown Jacksonville. They retake the lead with 12:55 to play. There we go. There we go. Jaguars' first lead since their, third drive of the game? Extra point away from going up by 4. Good throw from Trevor Lawrence. Good catch from Parker Washington. Places that on the money where only he can get it. All right. For out comes Cam Little for the extra point. But first, there's a Jaguar still to get up. I think it's one of their linemen. Yeah, it's Anton Harrison, the right tackle. He is the only actual tackle listed on their depth chart in this game. Because their starting left tackle was out for an injury. So now they have no more tackles listed. That's great. God damn Jacksonville. At commercial break. Yeah, Raiders are making more head coach interview requests right now. All right, just getting back from commercial break. There is a total of 6 people in the pool in Jacksonville right now that they have at that stadium. I think it's one's probably limited the amount of people that could be in there, and two, it's probably insanely expensive to get that ticket. All right, so Cam Little on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. Jaguars lead by 4 with 12:55 to play. Yeah. I mean, the Eagles were going to be in a tough spot either way today. But yeah, them not having Lane Johnson is going to hurt that offense massively. And there's the playoff picture once again. The Seahawks are locked in to having a rubber match against a divisional rival in the divisional round, and that is fantastic. Yep, the NFC divisional round will be set in stone after the Eagles and 49ers play next. if the Eagles get blown out like that, it would be it would be a very interesting next few days in Philly. Kickoff going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. You'll begin from the 35. So out comes Josh Allen, down by 4. What you got in store? Rushing wise, they might have close to it. It might be a long game for them. Allen under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Gonna toss right side for James Cook. And he has space past the 40 to the 41. A gain of 6. One of the best carries of the day so far for James Cook. Good way to start the drive for Buffalo. That's number 1 rusher versus number 1 rush defense in the postseason. Yeah, not looking good for those number 1 rushers, and that includes James Cook now. Allen gonna play action and look to throw in 2nd and 4. Gonna just dump this off right side, and that's incomplete for James Cook. Off target throws. Allen had pressure in his face. Gonna be a 3rd and 4 coming up. I wouldn't say if they score here, they win. There's still plenty of time left. But it definitely is gonna help Jacksonville to make a stop here and try and get more points on the board. Now's the time for Duval to get loud. 3rd and 4. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Ball on their own 41. They need the 45. Allen looking to throw. Quick pass left side. Going to be caught for the first. It's Dalton Kincaid up to their own 47. No, it's like the Jaguars are going to be down by 3 if the Bills find the end zone here, and they have a kicker that has a bigger leg than anyone else in the league, so they'll be fine to tie it up. It's just, can they retake the lead from there? Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. The ball on their own 48-yard line. Play action looking to throw. Allen has some time. Pass over the middle. It's going to be caught to the 28. Dawson Knox on the reception. A great throw from Josh Allen. And the Bills are into enemy territory. That is a great throw. Perfectly layered over top of the linebackers. Yeah, the linebackers bid hard on the play action and it allowed for that window to open up. Allen in shotgun. 2 receiving options to each side, a back to his left. Going to look to throw once again. Josh with time, pass over the middle is incomplete. Looking for Gabe Davis. He gets hit hard there and slow to get up. Yeah, he's shaken up after that play. Try to fit that in over the middle. He gets hit by 3 different Jaguars, including a hit low. Yeah, his leg got caught in the turf there. That did not look good. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Buffalo. Yeah, Gabe Davis needs help to get off the field. And 2nd and 10, 10:41 to play in the game. There's already relatively weak Bills receiving room. Just took another big hit. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. And now Allen pass right side, going to be caught for a gain of about 3 or 4. Hillier Shakir on the reception. Yeah, James Cook's a running back. I mean, I don't think it's trying to hurt. It's just a situation where they were playing the receiver and they hit him at waist level, and just his leg got caught in the turf. There's no bounty gate going on in Jacksonville the same way it did in New Orleans all those years ago. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left, 3rd and 6, looking to throw once again. Now going to take it himself up the middle, and that's going to be, I think, short. I think his slide started short. They're giving him the first there. Yeah, the Bills going to go quick here. I don't think that... Allen in shotgun to get the snap off in time. Now there's a stoppage. Is this a challenge or is this a booth review? Jacksonville's going to challenge. I mean, like that instance there was not them actively trying to hurt Gabe Davis. It's just that turf is not good. As we're heading to a commercial break, as they're going to review the spot of the ball here. Yeah, no, Bounty Gate was a special thing. No one's gonna be dumb enough to happen again. No one's gonna be dumb enough to do it to Gabe Davis of all people. Like there's other people on this Bills offense that you would probably go after more so. Yeah. But also, it's just the length of the season and the wear and tear is kicking in. So now, like, it's just like some players are a little bit more prone to getting hurt. At commercial break. Yeah. As we're just coming back from commercial break. Let's see if Jacksonville wins this challenge. And I think they're going to win this challenge. Yep, it's going to be a 4th and inches for Buffalo. Jacksonville wins the challenge. Allen under center, back behind him. You have to sack that middle. Trying to get the Jaguars to jump. Not working. There's the QB sneak, and Allen's going to get it with plenty of ease. It's a gain of roughly 3. So still a 1st and 10 nonetheless. 9.5 to play in the game. Yeah, that's... Josh Allen doing a QB sneak is like nothing. And Allen in shotgun, a back to each side. 1st and 10. Pump faking to the left and looking to throw. Pass back left side, going to be caught, and it's Dawson Knox. In for 6. The Bills retake this lead, and actually it's Dalton Kincaid on the reception. Great throw from Josh Allen. This game's within 2, potentially 3. Yeah. Yeah, it's 2 good defenses. 2 really good defenses. The Bills' run defense should be the Bills' run defense should definitely be able to be taken advantage of a lot more than it has been. Yeah, if this goes to overtime, we're going live with it up until it ends. Because it still should end before the time the Eagles and 49ers game starts. Extra point is up and good. Well, the Falcons have interviewed Kevin Stefanski for their head coach job. Interesting. All right, head into a commercial break. At commercial break. We await the Jaguars' next drive with a chance to tie this game up or retake the lead. But they're gonna need a good drive here. Not necessarily one that actually finds the end zone, but if he can just kill some good time and then find the end zone. Don't want to score too quickly. So at commercial break. God damn. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Jaguars gonna need a drive here. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned the bounce and then finally picked up at the 15. And gets up past the 20 to the 23. Not a great return idea, but it gets something. All right. What does Trevor Lawrence have in store? Oh, there's a Bills player being carted to the locker room. That's Gabe Davis. All right. Lawrence under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Play action looking to throw. Lawrence has some time. Pass right side, going to be overthrown and incomplete. Looking for Parker Washington. Run the ball. The ground game is working great right now. That's 7 yards per carry. Use it. All right, 2nd and 10. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Looking to throw once again. Pressure coming, pass right side, going to be caught past the 30, past the 35, and down to the 37 is Travis Etienne on the reception. At least they're still finding ways to utilize him, but man, just run the ball. 8.5 to play in the game. Lawrence under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left, man in motion left to right, handoff left side for Travis Etienne. That's a gain of about 2. All right, so 2nd and 8 coming up. Still, 2nd and 8 is better than 2nd and 10. Seven and a half to play in the first half. I don't know why they're not running the ball. They should do it a lot more than they have been. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Play clock winding down to get the snap off in time as Lawrence looks to throw. Quick pass left side is off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Parker Washington, the 3rd and 8 coming up. It's a big time 3rd down. Does that get... Oh yeah, it gets tipped. Either way, it was not going to be for much gain, if anything. I don't know. Trying to get over his head a bit. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. 3rd and 8 from their own 39. Lawrence looking to throw. Has time, rolling right. Still looking. Pass back right side, going to be incomplete, but there's penalties down in the secondary. Going to be against Buffalo, either a defensive hold-in or a DPI. Either way will give the Jaguars a free first. Yep, it's defensive hold-in against the Bills. 5 yards and a free first down. Calling it against Christian Benford. Yeah, it's clear defensive holding. So 1st and 10. Lawrence under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Lawrence making some adjustments at the line. Ball on their own 43.5-yard line. Play action looking to throw. Bills send pressure. Lawrence pass left side's going to be low and incomplete. Wanting a penalty, nothing thrown. It would be 2nd and 10. Looking for Tim Patrick on that one. 7:05 to play in the game. Oh, are they going to end up throwing a penalty on this? I don't see any penalty markers down. The refs are... There's a stoppage. All right, nope. 2nd and 10. Lawrence in shotgun looking to throw. Has some time. Pass deep over the middle. It's there. Inside the 30 and down to the Bill 25. It's Parker Washington on the grab. And the Jaguars are into enemy territory. All right, that play works. So here's a funny thing. Darius Slay, who was on the Steelers to begin the season, got released, signed with the Bills practice squad. He got claimed by the Bills. Pseudo retired, not technically though. He's still technically on the Bills. He's in Philadelphia to watch the Eagles today. Crazy. Lawrence in shotgun, back to his right, looking to throw. Now going to end around this one. Left side for Parker Washington. Trying to get the edge and will for a gain of about 3 or 4. All right, made something out of nothing there. Second and 7. Second and 5, I mean. 5:45 to play in the game. Lawrence under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right, ball on about the 20. Lawrence going to hand this off left side for Etienne. Has space, going to be a gain of about 4. 3rd and 1 coming up. 5.5 to play in the game. Been a good drive brewing here for Jacksonville. Can they capitalize off of it? Yeah. I'm still gonna hope that like this game ends before that one begins, so that way I can like have a separate streams properly. But if we need to, we can make it all into one. I guess I do that for the UFL a few times. They go Wildcat. Etienne, the direct snap gonna be enough for the first. He gets 2 exactly. Trevor Lawrence was out there blocking Tre'Davious White up down to the 5. I did not today. I woke up like 2 hours before the game started, so I just got some breakfast and got everything set up. I'll probably get Dave's tomorrow. Lawrence under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. 1st and 10 from the Bill 14. Play action looking to throw. Lawrence rolling right. Floater to Travis Etienne. Inside the 10, the 5, and Etienne is in. The Jaguars retake the lead with 4:03 to play. What is up with these playoff games and having just absolutely electric second halves? Jaguars lead by 3. There's 4:03 to play. Gonna come down to their defense once more, but Travis Etienne, he got involved in this game one way or another. It's tough to keep him in check. They're gonna need that defense now. Extra point from Cam Little is up, and it is right down the middle. They lead by 4. And then come down to this Jacksonville defense. Can they hold the Bills once more? We will see. We're heading to a commercial break. I'll quickly be right back. All right. Yeah, as long as they don't get a touchdown, we're fine. But we'll see. We're still at commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. .403 to play. In a year where it felt like the AFC is as open as it can be and that it very well could be the Bills' year, they find themselves down by 4 on the road in Jacksonville. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 4. Spaced out past the 20, 25, past the 30, and down to the 34. All right. What does Josh Allen have in this? Allen in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Bills looking to win their first road playoff game since 1992. Allen, pass left side, can be caught past the 40 and brought down at the 42 as Khalil Shakir on the reception. Yeah, that Cam Little miss definitely could cost them. But we'll see how much it will. At the end of the day, you still need the defense to make a few stops. Yeah, he missed right before halftime. Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right, a 2nd and 2. Handoff up the middle for James Cook, and that's not going to be enough. It's a 3rd and short coming up. Maybe a 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches, maybe. Hey, if they let him walk, if they cut him, Miami will surely take him. Josh Allen, the QB sneak. And it's going to be close. Based off of where that line judge is, I don't think he has it. It'll be 4th and inches. You can just run it back, but them getting stood up like that. All right, they're going to measure this. There you go, from the sideline angle. You still can't really tell because it's off-centered, that camera angle, but I think he might have had it. And that angle is just not good for telling where the ball is. All right, we'll see with the virtual measurement. Again, either way, it would be 4th and inches, so you can just run it back. Run that same play back and be able to get it then. All right, here's the measurement. And they got the first. They keep the chains moving. So 1st and 10 from roughly the 44. 2:42 to play. Allen alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Making some adjustments at the line. Potentially the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now motioning someone into the backfield as Allen looks to throw. Pressure comes quick. Pass deep, left side, has a man wide open. Down inside the 20, it's Brandon Cooks on the grab. How do you leave him that wide open? How do you leave Brandon Cooks that wide open? It's a pickup of about 32? No. 36 for Buffalo, and they have ball well in the field goal range with 2 minutes to play. How do you leave him that wide open? And again, the Bills are now firmly in 4-down territory. If you can force them to 3rd and longs, We're at commercial break for the 2-minute warning. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. There's still plenty of time for them. They just need to make one. They just need to make one series of stands. Or yeah, or they can have to let him score, which I doubt that's the direction he'll take. The key thing is you can't let the Bills get to a 3rd and short situation. If you're gonna hold them here, you need to get to a 3rd and relatively long. You can't give up too much now. Yeah, but again, also at the same time, the Jaguars are going to have time no matter what happens. And their field goal range is like the 50-yard line. So they're going to be in a good spot to tie this game if need be. Or just stuff a run play. Only give up like 2 yards on a run. That's kind of the main thing. As we're just coming back from commercial break, 2 minutes to play. If the Bills win, they're most likely going to be traveling to Denver next week. Jaguars win, there's a chance they'll be hosting a playoff game. We will see. Yeah, T-Fox. I sent that in sports yesterday when I saw that. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. 1st and 10 from the Jaguar 20. Allen looking to throw. Pressure coming. Rolling right. The dump off over the middle. Going to be Dawson Knox for a gain of about 2. That's the yardage that you want to deal with. Oh yeah, just complete miscommunication there between the safety and the corner. They both bid on the out route and let Brandon Cooks get behind them. All right, 2nd and 8. They're letting this clock run. 1:25 to play. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Allen, quick pass left side, caught by Shakir. Gets inside the 15 to the 14. It'll be a 3rd and 4 coming up. And they're letting this clock run some more. 1:07, and now we have a stoppage. Before this 3rd and 4 play, the Jaguars will call their first timeout. All right, 3rd and 4. The Jaguars are still in this. They have a chance. Yeah, just have to hold them. It's a 3rd and 4. They can hold them, but then the question is on 4th down, can they? Because the Bills right now have a mindset of getting at least 2 yards is good enough. You need to try and force them back a bit or keep them in this relatively passing situation. Allen in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Quick throw right side, going to be caught by Shakir. And he's, I think, going to be short. That's a tough spot. Either way, it'll be 4th and inches, and they can just QB sneak this. But yeah, they went right back to the bubble route with Shakir. And they got him close, if not got him the first. Either way, it's still going to be 10-yard difference. No, okay, if that camera angle shows him short, a lot better than the other one did. Yeah, no, he's short. That was a terrible spot looking at those camera angles. It's going to be a 4th and about a full yard. The sideline camera angle shows him short a lot better. All right. Jaguars call their second timeout before this 4th down play. I mean, this is basically it. Not a whole lot of time left. I mean, the Bills still have all their timeouts, so they can, in theory, get the ball back. Yeah, they're giving them 4th and inches. That's a pretty generous spot. Well, again, it still wouldn't be game over. They still need to find the end zone. All right, there's Allen under center. Fullback behind him for the QB sneak. There it is. And he gets the first. Oh, and they're pushing Allen forward. Did he just score? They're saying that's a touchdown. They're giving the Jaguars too much time. They just scored a touchdown off a QB sneak from 10 yards out. The Jaguars have 1 timeout and plenty of time remaining to get into field goal range. They're actually ruling that a touchdown? How in the world did he get... He got carried. He legit got carried by his O-line 10 yards. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he ever touches down. Until, yeah, no, that's... Wow. Yeah, they have plenty of time. I mean, is he down there? Is he... I think if you're Jacksonville, you're hoping for this to stand as a touchdown. Like you're gonna want this to stand. He might have been down at the 1. Either way, it's still crazy to get that many yards off a QB sneaking out. He's gonna be down at the 1. Again, there's still, I mean, if that was the touchdown, there still would have been plenty of time for Jacksonville. You need to keep in mind, Jacksonville's kicker can hit from 70. No time is too little time for Jaguars until we get to like 10 seconds. I mean, now at this point, you just let him score. So the Jaguars will call their timeout after being overturned. That way they can try and maximize the amount of time they'll have remaining. Yeah, so they call their timeout with 1:05 to play to avoid the 10-second runoff. Yeah, but the fact he hit it once means he can do it again. And already this season, he's hit from 68 and from 67. All they need is midfield, and they're in field goal range. And that's all that matters, is giving him a chance. Yeah, but now that missed kick before the half is coming to bite them. And there's Allen under center for another QB sneak. And this time he gets in. There's the touchdown for Buffalo. The Jaguars are going to have a minute to get into field goal range at minimum. Still plenty of time. Yeah, like a good kick return, a bad kickoff. Like if the Bills kick this off and it lands, if it goes out of bounds or it lands before the landing zone, they're a first down away. I mean, because of how good Cam Little is, going for 2 is a really bad idea. If it was 90% of other kickers in the league, I could see the idea of going for 2. But because the Jaguars only need the 50-yard line, no, you take the extra point. But like if this was against 90% of other teams, yeah, you go for 2. Yeah, but if they don't get it, it's 26-24, and all the Jaguars need is midfield to win the game. It's too much of a risk. In that instance, the risk outweighs the reward. especially in the playoffs, and taking the extra point there is a better decision. Because now at this point, getting the game to overtime gives your offense the ball back, and that you cannot let this game come down to your defense. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 2. Face out past the 20 and down to the 23. Yeah, but that's a risk you're willing to take. Like, if they find a way to go 77 yards right now and score, that's a risk you're fine taking. Instead of them having to go 25 yards, 20, 23, 27 yards just to win the game. It's forcing them to go an extra 50 yards than they would otherwise. Lawrence alone in shotgun, looking to throw in 1st and 10. Has time, pass over the middle, is tipped and intercepted. There's your game. The Bills win on the road in the postseason for the first time since 1992. And they have a trip to Denver most likely set up next week. One play was all they needed. It's Cole Bishop with the interception. Another great play on what has been a great season for Cole Bishop. Was looking over the middle for I believe, Jacoby Myers. Tre'Davious White with the coverage initially to tip that ball in the air. And Cole Bishop comes down with it. Wow. And there's the kneel down. Gonna need one more at minimum. What a start to the wild card round. 3 great games that came down to the final minute. And there's the final kneel down. All right. Eagles and 49ers kicks off in a few minutes. That'll be it for me for now. I'll be live with that game as well in about 20 or so minutes. Hope to see you all there. And I'm going to quickly go ahead and schedule it. If not, have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.